Man, it has been a sprint, let me tell you. Sorry this video is late, but I've been busy. And that's a good thing. But probably not in the way that you think I was busy. Instead, I've been focusing on making the gate rock solid so that film doesn't move in any direction we don't want it to while it's going through the camera. This is going to help us a lot when it comes to stabilization in post-production. And I think it was time well spent. It may look like not a lot got done, but it was one of those sprints where you knew what you had to do and you kept dialing it in, and then you'd get it done and you're like, this needs to be a little bit better. And then you just, that's not quite right. Oh, I didn't think about that. And then next thing you know, it's 5 weeks later. So I've actually been very busy, and I'm excited to show you what I have. And I'm excited to tell you what the next steps are, but there is an elephant in the room, as we say in English, which I don't know where that came from. If you know, put it in the comments. It's July 16th. I said this would be done on August 1st. It's not going to be done on August 1st. I wish it was. I really do. I've told the pilot partners that it's not going to happen, that we're just not there yet. It's so hard to know how long something is going to take when you've never done it before. So here we are, and I've told them October 1st. 60 days. We've waited, when did I start this? 2013? What, 60 days? So I know it's disappointing. I'm disappointed, but not that much really, because it's so exciting to see it come so far and progress every week. I'm looking at these guys. Those are the new Schneider lens parts I bought. The forums has, through trial, error, and expertise, decided that that lens, the enlarger lens, is the best one for our camera. So I got one based on their recommendation. That's the next step. That and installing the laser to detect the perforations in the film. And I'll show you the mount I made for that this sprint. And yeah, the next is basically put the lens on, put the laser on, start taking pictures. That's where we're headed. And hopefully that will happen very soon. Okay, so let me show you what I've worked on so far. All right, so this is the new camera setup. You may remember it was just sort of a lengthy slot here, and that was basically into a 90-degree bracket, and then this. And basically it was impossible to get it to be exactly 90 degrees or know that with full assurance that it was 90 degrees. So I found these. They're called NATO rails, N-A-T-O, and they're used on DSLR cameras. They've got a little triangle profile, and these clamps come with some threaded holes, and so I've made a bracket to the 80-20. There's 2 of them, and because I can laser cut these holes to be exactly where I want them to be, I know that their orientation is as it should be. So now I have pretty good confidence that this is all 90 degrees to the film plane. I harvested this bracket from my last design, still using a standard camera plate, tripod plate here. That may stay, that may not. I don't know. I kind of like the bigger footprint in case someone wants a bigger camera, but I don't plan on using a bigger one, so maybe I'll just downsize it, because this is also a problem right here. And I can fix that if I switch this out with something else. So maybe some changes there, but I got to keep moving. I can't, every little change would cost us 6 months. Okay, what else do I want to tell you about? This is the mount for the perforation sensor, which for now is this thing. And in the future will be a homemade version to save money, or you could choose to go whatever route you want to. But basically it's a very crude, this is the clamp that keeps it in place. And then once you're ready, you can shift it for a 16mm or 35, clamp it down, and you're good to go. It's just a bolt and a 3D printed piece with a threaded insert in there. And the gate. You're not part of this video. This video is not for you. Oy. I can't, you gotta get out of here, man. Previously, the gate plates for 35 and 16 came in this way and had a very complicated 3D printed design here that allowed it to kind of I don't know, shoehorn in, for lack of a better phrase. I got rid of all that. It was just too complicated, and I never really liked it anyway, and I just went for magnets. Now, I have no idea if this is gonna screw up magnetic film soundtracks, and if so, I gotta get rid of this. If you know, please let me know. I didn't even consider it until I had finished, and then I was like, oh no, what have I done? But it is what it is for now. If it's gonna ruin everything, well, then I guess I have to start over, but not until after October. So this just snaps in now, and the magnets keep it right in place. It's not going anywhere. Also, this guy is new, and it also helps keep it in place. This is a very lightly spring-loaded foot, I guess you could call it, and it slides back and forth. In this position, it gives no resistance to the film at all, and then you can increase it slightly as you move it forward. And as you might guess, the role of that is to push the film to this rail so that it doesn't float or wiggle as it's being scanned, and then you have to stabilize it later. Finally, you may remember this rail system, and we're staying with that, but I had to cut out space for that alignment block to come in. And also, I realized, I was sliding it in before, but I was running into the reel and all of that, and so finally I was like, you know what, why don't I just continue on this magnet run and make everything really easy to snap in. So that's how it's looking now. And the rollers are just minimal for now, just so that we can keep on going. And I'm gonna stick to that, and I'm gonna complicate it only when necessary. After we get this working, then we can move on to improvements. Those are all the updates I have for you this time. I'm very excited to start scanning some films, and next time you see me, hopefully we'll be seeing some of that footage. Stay tuned, hit up the forums. The wiki should be updated in a couple of days with these new designs. I'd love to hear your feedback, what you're excited about, what you're worried about, what you really hope does happen and what doesn't. And just keep close, and we'll see you next time.